Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day. Today I wanted to talk about the Switch 2 NSO GameCube controller and how that compares with the original Wavebird for the Nintendo GameCube, as well as a wired GameCube controller. And this is the Smash Bros. One that was released with Smash 4 on the Wii U in I think 2015. So, as you can see, they look very similar, right? They all have the same GameCube layout that's been around for over 20 years. So this one is kind of like a mix of both in that it has the exact form factor as the original wired GameCube controller. It looks exactly like it, besides the wire, whereas the Wavebird, which was the wireless GameCube controller, has this fatter bottom because there was a battery pack, because it ran on rechargeable or just normal batteries. Whereas here we have a USB-C cable to charge it, which is really nice. So the buttons are very similar and they feel pretty similar too. As far as comfort and grip goes, and they're all pretty much the exact same controller. I do like the finish on this one. It is more of a matte finish. These ones are more glossy, so it doesn't feel as good. And they're also old, so they're a little slimy and gross, honestly. But the buttons feel pretty similar as well. These are clicky. They feel very satisfying to press. The Z button doesn't move too much. It really doesn't travel, but it is still quite clicky. R and L, the triggers are nice. They're just like the originals, where they're analog triggers. And when you move them at the bottom, you get an extra click. So there's a button at the bottom too, which is really nice. And these are the same. And so are these. So they have those nice GameCube triggers. What I will say is that this one feels a little cheaper. I don't know if you could hear it. It feels almost like the trigger's rubbing against plastic. So it doesn't feel as satisfying to press. Whereas the Wavebird has a nice, like, springy action. And so does this. This one definitely feels the best, I'd say, trigger-wise. The Z button, same, there's just not a lot of travel. So those are, I'd say the new controller is pretty true to that feel of the original GameCube controller. Analog sticks, all pretty much the same. Again, these are old, so obviously this one, regardless, is gonna feel way better. But it has like the same amount of travel, the size looks the same. It has these gates over here, so you can move it in any direction, and it gets locked there, right, in 8 directions. So I always like that about the GameCube controller. It's all very similar. The C sticks, this one is a little thicker sounding. This is a little more hollow. Yeah, but they're all, again, pretty similar. I will say the D-pad on this is really nice. It's not incredible, but it's an upgrade, I think, over the original GameCube D-pad, which was a little more mushy. This is still kind of mushy, but I think it feels nicer than the other ones. And then, so that's what's the same, or slightly different. But then on this one too, we have all of the new modern Switch 2 controls. So you can see we have our game chat button like we do on the Switch 2 Joy-Con. We have the home button, we have the capture button, we have the sync button. And then we also have a ZL button right here that's really small, and that's used for the GameCube app. When you're using the NSO GameCube app, you press ZL to bring up the functionality of the app, like save states and so on and so forth. So those are the GameCube controllers. Overall, I think this is a great option. It's definitely worth it to me. It's retailing at $65 US if you can get it in stock right now. And it feels great. I play Smash Bros, so I'm gonna be using this as my Smash Ultimate controller. So I'm excited about that. I tested it the other day and it was great. So I definitely recommend that controller if you're interested or you just want another GameCube controller that you can use in general. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.